Welcome, everybody, to the Ungergeared podcast, a podcast mainly about World of Warcraft, but we also talk about other stuff. Yeah. Welcome in. How you doing, Harv?
I'm doing all right.
I'm all right. I'm glad it's Friday. Or no, it's not Friday. It's
Fucking
fucking Saturday.
bro.
Dude, that's the kind of
This
week I had. Let me
motherfucker,
tell
this
you.
dude was like, hey, he hops in the call. He's like, yeah, I really want to play Schedule 1 with you guys. Maybe we'll play like here. And then he just leaves and does not. Dude, trying to get a hold of you is fucking near impossible sometimes.
Passed out, dude. I had
You know that?
week.
Like
Is it?
I think if I genuinely was in a like life or death situation and like
No.
you were like an emergency contact, I'm dead. Like
No.
I'm got
Okay.
you. I'll be trying to get you on a Ouija board next. Fucking, you're a demon.
I'm a
Repo.
demon, yeah. I don't know. Something takes over me.
Dude, you would wax. I swear to God.
Something takes over him. Let's talk like whenever he gets into the shop, man, he is possessed.
Okay,
I would never expect that from him.
No, it's funny.
It is, yeah. I don't know. Something takes over me though when we're actually playing. It's just like the most chaotic energy comes out. All of the intrusive thoughts just flow free. There's no like safeguard or like maybe I shouldn't do that. It's just yep, I'm gonna do that.
What's insane was now okay, we were in repo and you and I were like one of the last two people like alive.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass group of people, and we're carrying this heavy ass TV to like resurrect like I'm not even exaggerating, like 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to bring it over a fucking chasm, and
Right.
you little cocksucking rat decided like I'm gonna fucking try to kill him. I'm gonna try to kill him. I've been carrying this TV with him. I'm gonna try to kill him. So
Yeah.
you try to do that little dive tackle and
Yep.
fucking missed. and like Spell has the perfect. Spell's our guild leader, by the way. Has the perfect angle from that. I think she was streaming, and I'm just like, you fucking dipshit. I'm just moving this TV by myself.
Did I fall
And then
in
I
the
fall
chasm?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you fell into the chasm, and then I
Fucking
fell
idiot.
in immediately after. Bro, okay, so I had movement speed upgrades,
Mm-hmm.
and if you go too fast and you hit like just a little ledge, you kind of bounce a little bit.
Really? You
Yep.
get a little air?
Got a little air,
That's some
And
great physics.
straight off. That was fucking ridiculous. I cannot believe you did that. Like I was in utter disbelief. I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious?
Hey, well, I didn't fuck it up though. I didn't.
You killed yourself.
Yeah. So.
I still had to bring the TV up a fucking flight of stairs before. You couldn't have tried to done that like after we resurrected like 8 people.
No.
Okay.
It had to be in that moment. What was great too is I think Mira was the only one left that round, and she saved a bunch of
afterwards.
people. Yeah, and then she had to like drag that TV out of the way so she could like very carefully go across that board because she wasn't gonna jump over the TV to get onto the board.
Yeah, that's
Which was
a good idea.
probably smart. Yeah. Yeah, that's the sensible decision. But yeah, I saw I saw the TV in there. I'm like, oh, that worked out great. Yep. But Repo's fun.
Repo is fun. I just think with that many people, it gets a little old because like it gets like trivial.
Yeah, exactly. I know because when we play with the guild, it just becomes like us fucking around, like going all over the place, doing
It
whatever.
becomes more of a PvP game than a co-op game.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened since we stopped playing. Like, obviously, the rest of our guild.
They're doing a lot better.
Are they?
Since we stopped, they stopped inviting me.
Well, yeah, because you go to bed, Grandpa. You go to bed so early.
No, I don't. I literally stayed up till 1 a.m. last night.
Oh my! Where was that?
I was
when we wanted to play Repo. Where was that energy? Huh?
Hey, there's.
You went to bed at 10 o'clock.
Hey, I'll explain.
Explain it.
If you let me do it.
Floor
I
is
take
yours.
medication. I take medication.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take it with dinner,
Okay.
and it makes me sleepy a lot of times. If I'm not actively doing something that I'm like enjoying, I will just clock out, go to bed.
Are you telling me you didn't have fun playing Repo? Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
mean, I have fun, but it's not like fucking. It's not super stimulating.
Yeah, it's not the most engaging.
If Like, there's also a lot of downtime in repo.
Yeah, there's
Like
a lot of
if you're
running
dead,
around.
if you're dead, you're dead for a while.
Yeah.
Unless you get like really unlucky and die like in the first like 10 minutes, or like
Hmm.
not even 10 minutes, like
Hmm.
the first like minute of the game.
Oh my
And
god,
somebody's
dying
like, "Oh,
early.
hey, here's Harv's head," and then they throw you in, and then get in on the first go.
Dying early feels really bad.
It fucking sucks.
Especially yeah, because like there's nothing usually going on, and nobody else is gonna realistically die until like the later rounds. You know, like shit hits the fan like later on when you have more monsters,
Yeah, when there's like one of each
shit.
monster like
But if you
coming
die
out and shit like that.
early in the first or second round, it just
Oh
sucks.
god,
You're
it's
just
so
sitting there.
it drags ass, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then like another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the way that you combat all of the monsters. Same, like you go and you hide underneath.
Yeah. Hide under
See, with,
hide
like,
under whatever you can find.
Yeah. With that's why I like Lethal Company a lot more, because like the monsters, like you can kind of hide, but it's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the coil head, for example, which you haven't seen.
No, no.
It's essentially a weeping angel from like Doctor Who.
Yeah, yeah.
And it runs really, really fast, and if it touches you, you are dead. So, you know, you look at it and you close the door, and it has trouble opening doors.
Yeah, I think that would be more interesting for Repo is if they had some variation in how you deal with them. Like we obviously there is that one that is like a weeping angel that you can't.
Well, that was a mod. That was a mod that we.
Oh wait,
that
no. There was it was the opposite where you can't look at the monster that
Oh yeah,
Repo has that.
Yoink.
The yoink.
That fellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then they have the one, the yoink guy, who literally takes you and he like he like wheezes the whole way, panting, and takes you across
Sounds
the
like
map.
me when I'm running.
Yeah.
You
But
didn't have to
yeah.
agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
fucked up.
I'm only gonna agree because it's also me. Okay, we're on the
Wow.
same playing field. That was
Bro,
me
you-
coming up the stairs.
You run out of breath when you fucking hold W key on the keyboard. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm
When you
sweating
press
right
sprint on Rogue, you fucking bust into a sweat.
now. I'm breaking a sweat right now, just laughing. That's a lot of movement going on.
God damn.
I gotta get some
We're
paper
gonna have
towel
six
ready.
packs by the time we're done, dude. Laughing too hard.
Literally, dude. I'm gonna have an ulcer, a stomach ulcer. I need to take some time
That's
off
not
work.
fucking
Maybe
funny.
no.
That's not fucking funny.
Why is that not funny? Are you?
You know my situation.
Oh.
Yeah, you forgot.
Oh.
You fucking little bitch.
How has your last week been? In the
I
game?
have ran upwards of 20 floodgates on 6 or higher,
Nice.
and there has been a couple of close calls.
Okay. Tell me about it.
So specifically, we were in a 7, in Brunick.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Brunick for fucking tanking like most of the dungeons for me. I only had to pug a couple of them.
What a G.
Honestly, what
We
a
love
guy.
Brunick.
But I told him that I would help him out and run it on his on his hunter.
Yeah.
So
But we're recording a
paid
podcast
forward.
instead. I think most all WoW players that are like addicted to a certain point would just enjoy not working and playing WoW all the time.
even at my most addicted
Mm-hmm.
that I was at WoW, like, I still.
I think it depends. It depends for me, like the state of the game, because there have been points in the game where it hasn't been fun. It hasn't been addicting. I haven't been like, thinking about what I'm gonna do the next day on WoW. But then there are points where that is every night. Is like I get off after like playing for several hours, and I'm already thinking about what I want to do when I get back on the next day. So it depends the state of the game more so for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it.
But yeah, I think if I was given the opportunity to like play WoW full time and I get paid for it, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but like, okay,
I would
so,
rather struggle through the lack of motivation to play and then get paid than like struggle through I fucking hate this job, this 9 to 5, you know, every single day, like boring, this activity, this whole, you know, this work life, I'd rather struggle through that with WoW than like a 9 to 5.
Do you think? Excuse me. Do you think at some point, like let's say you were employed to play WoW, do you think it would stop becoming a game and just start becoming a job? Because I know a lot of people like content creation. They're really gung ho about it, and once they start making money, they have a really good time, and then like, hey, I need to not like really wanting, but like I just have to keep pumping out.
I think that's more exclusive to like content creation. Like in this hypothetical scenario, if you were just like on a contract, like based on your hours, you had to play 8 hours of World of Warcraft every day. I think, I don't know, maybe it would become a job in certain, like it would feel like a job in certain situations, but I think it's different than like content creation where like they're on like a treadmill, and if they get off the treadmill kind of slows down and stops, you know, like you lose your fan base, you lose people's interest, which is like a whole different thing. And that sounds scary. I don't think I would ever want to be like a full-time content creator. Like we're doing this podcast for fun. I don't know. Like,
I mean, the end goal is for you to fucking quit your shit ass job and play WoW all day. I mean, that's literally the end goal. That's literally like what you're trying to do right now.
I don't know if I would say like that's what I'm trying to do.
No,
that would be cool.
That's probably not your goal. It'd be really cool. I mean, the goal is to, I mean, ultimately have fun, do something that you're passionate about. Money comes second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's other things that are in the pipeline that would replace your shit ass job.
Yeah. My fuck ass job.
Damn ass job.
Yeah.
On it. That damn ass rock.
I know what you're talking about. That's a great video.
It's an old video. You know, I bought recently. This is a fucking mouthful of, and let me look it up just to make sure I don't get it incorrect, because I say it wrong every time. Called Like a Dragon: Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh, I know that series. Yeah,
it's it's the Yakuza.
I've never
I've been playing the original ones, and they're long. It's the first one, Yakuza 0, is a 60-hour-long game, only in Japanese, by the way. No
That's
English
awesome,
dub. It's
dude.
all subtitled, baby.
Good. The way it should be.
It's
as
very
God
cool.
intended.
I think all the Yakuza games are like that, except for I think the last couple are. But yeah, I mean, Matt Mercer is
I love Matt Mercer.
Yeah, he's good. He's a great guy.
He just needs to speak Japanese. Speak Japanese.
That would be fucking awesome to see, actually.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Maybe we can use the podcast money to do a cameo. Have him say some fucking Japanese shit.
Oh my god.
That'd be sick.
That would be the highlight of my life. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Pirates are cool. I think one of the main things, and I can actually kind of pinpoint where like my autism kicked in. Pirates. I was watching a League of Legends video about the character Gangplank, and the creator of the video played a song from a band called Ailstorm.
Wait, I've heard of them.
Okay, they are a folk metal band out of UK, Scotland, somewhere over there. And they sing songs about sailing the seven seas as pirates and
that's
stealing,
sick.
like keel hauling people. Which, if you don't know, that's dragging them on the side of the ship, and they're getting like.
I just saw a video, like an animated video of like what that was on Twitter today. I'm like, that's awful.
That is insane.
Yeah, like this is.
You're on literally pirate Twitter, bro. What the fuck? Are you talking about? You're on pirate. Yarg. But no, like Ailstorm's fucking sick. And then there's another one. I started watching this streamer. No free shoutouts, but if you know, you know. He listens to a band called Rum Ahoy.
That's sick. I love nerdy
Like it's
nerdy
so
band
gimmicky.
names.
Yeah, it's so gimmicky, and like Rumahoy is fucking awesome. I have like their physical album and a T-shirt.
That's
I want to
sick.
see them in concert so fucking bad, but they're from like Scottish,
Oh,
Scotland.
see
They're Scottish.
that,
Yeah.
dude, that's like something I feel like I run into a lot in like the deathcore scene, like the metal scene. There's always like these crazy bands, but they're from overseas and they're kind of like niche. And
Yeah.
for them to like put together and orchestrate like a North American tour would be expensive and a lot of work, and a lot of them don't do it. And I'm just really sad. I'm like, I'm not trying to go over there for one band that I like, but
Bro.
please come here. Please.
I got a flex for you. Okay.
Hit me
Familiar
with
with a
it.
band called Sabaton?
Yes. My brother really likes them, I think.
They follow me on Twitter.
Why did they follow you on Twitter?
I have fucking no idea. Like that surprised me too. Like I followed them like one day and like I'm just like scrolling through and it's like Sabaton followed you. I'm like, what? That's not true. I click on it. Yep, it's true. So I'm mutuals with Sabaton.
Nice, dude. Maybe
Which
get
I
them
like
on the
Sabaton.
pod.
Yeah, I could.
Message them.
But yeah, dude, like a lot of the fucking kind of like heavier metal type bands like that are all like European. Like Powerwolf, Corporal Connie.
Yeah. I have quite a few that are from Australia, actually.
That's
like
weird, bro. Like,
yeah.
do they scream with a Australian accent? Oh, there's fuck, what? Have you heard the dwarven metal band Windows?
Yeah, I was gonna do just
Dude,
when
so
you
sick.
brought up the other one, Rum Ahoy. That was the first band that came to mind, but I couldn't think of their name.
Yeah, Windows.
Yeah,
They're cool. I
They're
fuck
cool.
with them heavy.
yeah, they're like chill people too. I saw a video of like someone was wearing one of their band shirts at like the airport and didn't realize the vocal, like the singer was standing right behind them in line, and he's like, "Do I tell them?" And then he
That's
just
fucking
like
awesome.
tapped on their shoulder, and they looked back and it didn't like click immediately. And they're like, "Oh my god!" And then they got pictures.
That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
mind
can
seeing
go.
them.
I can go on and on about fucking music.
Mm.
Because like, if you go and look at my Spotify, I mean, you got everything from like, got Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, and then you got like a fucking Rumahoy, Ailstorm, like it's a complete change up. And then I got like King
that's
Von,
the
King,
correct
Key
combination
Glock,
there.
all sorts of shit, dude.
Anyone who says like guys can't listen to like Sabrina Carpenter or Rihanna or anything, fuck off. Okay?
I lift weights to fucking.
That's what I was
dude.
about to say. Yeah,
It goes so hard.
When I worked out like a couple of years ago, I used to listen to Rihanna a lot when I worked out. Like it's just, I don't know, umbrella when
White
you're
girl
running
music.
on the treadmill. Yeah,
White girl music is fucking.
it
sick.
pumps you up. Like there's a reason why it's catchy and why it's like popular, because it puts you in a good fucking mood, and that's what I want to be in when I'm lifting weights.
Right.
The endorphins are going, the music is bumping, life is good.
I also, dude, I have like video game soundtracks in there, and one that fucking throws me for a loop every time is the Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I'm banging out, like, Metallica just finished up, and then it's like, fucking hammer saw, nail and build it, like, the fucking house building song from the end of Red Dead 2. Dude, I used to have RuneScape music. I had to take that one out because it threw me for a loop.
No, that's not the vibe.
RuneScape music, it's very nostalgic, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Some songs are definitely kind of fucking. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I wish more people would. I wish Rockstar would stop suckling the teat of Grand Theft Auto 5 and release some cowboy content.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's funny.
Any Rockstar reps watching this shit, release a fucking Red Dead 2 update.
Yeah, not like they're fully gearing up for the new GTA game or anything.
Fuck, dude.
Their biggest release in decades.
Hey, all I'm saying is, okay, Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the most groundbreaking games released on last generation consoles. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
Last
that's
gen.
wild.
That game is 7 years old.
Fuck, has it already been 7 years?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm
I
a
think it'll be
dinosaur,
7
dude.
years.
I'm so
Well,
old.
yeah, we already knew that. Yeah, we already knew that. But it's still like groundbreaking. Like the amount of like detail in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just for example, my video, I ran my horse into a fucking pole or like an obstacle, and it landed in the mud. And there's like a perfect horse imprint in the mud.
Really? That's
Yes.
great.
And
Oh
like
my God.
when you like walk through the snow will like move around, like move away. Like there's not
Mhm.
just like snow footprints and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I see that more
it's-
in games now, but I feel like they were one of the first to do something like that.
Like yeah, the attention.
It's just
to
the
detail
little
right there is
things, yeah.
Actually fucking insane.
It's funny because I've never played that game, and I really want to at this point. I've bought it on a Steam sale and never touched it. It just collects dust.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking download that shit like right after this.
Right after this, we'll do a let's play.
Right, let's fucking go, dude. I'll pick that
up. But like I've never touched it, but I've seen so many videos of people just making compilations of details in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's like bodies will decay over time when you kill people. They'll stay there. If you like fuck off and go do whatever and you come back, they're still in the same spot, just decaying.
Yeah, I mean like there, and like another thing. So like your gang and stuff like that, they'll like send you out to go like hunt and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take too long, like they'll send somebody out to come look for you.
Whoa.
Sounds and shit like that.
What?
They'll be like, "Hey Arthur, just we're worried about you. You haven't come back to the camp for a while," and shit like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, we had a really close call in Floodgate. We timed the fucking key with like 20-something seconds left on the clock. It was so fucking bad. I mean, like our druid healer kept fucking like pulling stuff. How are you ass pulling as a fucking healer? And specifically right after you glide down, for those in the know, you have to destroy a bunch of these like bomb crates, and once you do one, you can glide down to the next one.
I know. I think they tried to make it like a Mission Impossible type of sequence there,
and that's cool. I like that.
It is cool. Yeah.
So what Brunick does is he'll land on the target, and then he'll group up. He'll grab a patrol, the harpooners and the bomb guys, and then he'll grab a thing of crabs, hop up on the ledge, and kill the scaffolding person. Scaffolding person shoots a rooting ability, which is really fucking annoying.
Yep.
Okay, especially because if you get rooted, you cannot use the hunt on demon hunters. That is your like, it's considered a movement ability. So like you can't fell rush, you can't hunt, you can't fell blade. So like there's a lot of shit. Like 3 abilities get fucking turned off.
Just grayed out.
Yeah.
Non-functioning. Yep.
Yeah, they kept fucking pulling that one, and I'm like, what is going on? Like our healer keeps dying, and like they're really high eye level. They're like 660 eye level, and just cannot keep us alive. And like me and Brunick were saying, like this key is probably not getting time. I don't really care. I want the rewards and I want to leave. And eventually we did time it. 20 seconds left.
Hell yeah.
Damage numbers came out, and I did 1.5 billion damage more than the second DPS. Okay.
Oof.
1.5. Now, just for the record, I'm relatively new at Demon Hunter. Like I played it a little bit last season, but realistically, this is the first time that I'm really going like kind of hard on it.
Yeah.
1.5 billion over the next person is fucking insane.
What was
that? Is an insane feat.
The DPS number. Do you remember? Was that the screenshot you linked earlier?
I did post somewhere.
Because to me, like anything above 3 million DPS overall, you're in a good spot. You're okay. But I think I saw you said one where you were like 4.5 million DPS. I'm like, this motherfucker is pulling out all the stops. He found his class. What was he doing on Enhanced Shaman?
I like Enhanced Shaman though. I like the class fantasy.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. But like
yeah, so I had 3.01 million average, and then 4.66 billion overall. The second person had 2.05 million average with
Yeah.
3.18 billion damage,
Mm-hmm.
followed by a hunter. The second guy was a mage.
Mm-hmm.
Third DPS was a hunter with 1.98 million with 3.06 billion damage overall, and Brunic did 1.89 million average with 2.92 billion. Insane that Brunic within 100 million damage of all the other DPS.
Yeah, yeah, which is like,
That is insane. Like
people like learning how to play and like whatever, like still learning their class. That's fine. It's just it objectively it doesn't feel good to like feel like you're carrying the entire weight of the group when it
all
comes
these
to
guys
damage.
were ASH. They all had Keystone
No
Hero.
way, dude.
2,500.
What?
2,500 rating or higher. Everybody was like relatively around the same eye level too. I'm fairly certain. I think maybe one of the DPS was a little bit lower. I think the host was probably low. Yeah, he was probably like 640, but I know for a fact the healer was 660.
The knowledge is out there. Like you just do a few Google searches and optimize like one or two things, and you're gonna do way more damage. It's like the people who don't want to put in the extra work to do that kind of damage, and they just want to like get carried in groups. They just want their achievements. They want their mounts, this and that.
Yeah. Hey, that brings me to a topic that I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about participation?
Oh my god.
This is about to get real controversial real fast. It seems.
I don't like participation trophies. I feel like some things need to stay exclusive to the people who earned them. You know, like just because you play the fucking game, you pay your subscription, doesn't mean you've earned the right to have all of the cosmetics available. Let some things be sacred. Let some things be earnable only. And that's it. Like I don't give a fuck about your FOMO, dude. Like if you want this thing, you need to earn it. That's it.
Can you give an example of a participation trophy in like what like recently what mount is considered like or achievement or whatever is considered participation?
I would say that even just what is it? Is it KSM? The 2K?
2K, yeah. You get a mount and then Keystone Legend you get another color of it.
Yeah, which is cool.
That's 3,000.
But yeah, I think the problem with like having a mount associated with like Keystone Legend is you have like a bunch of people who aren't like there to improve or there to be better and earn it, trying to get it, and then you just have a bunch of like higher keys with like really inexperienced or like less skilled players just like ruining your runs because they want a fucking mount and they think they can do 13s and stuff.
Yeah.
And Keystone Master feels like the participation trophy. You know, like it takes literally no effort to get that mount. As long as you're running Mythic Plus, you'll get it.
I got it in an afternoon. Like I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
I did literally 1/7 of each dungeon and I got it in an afternoon. But I didn't want it for the mount. I wanted it for the catalyst charge.
Yeah. I didn't even know it gave a catalyst charge.
Yeah, you're like you messaged me. You're like, I was supposed to get a token for this, right? And I'm like, it's a dust in your inventory. Just click on it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
2,500s for the shoulder appearance.
I wish they did more with that. It's so subtle, man. It's like hardly noticeable.
I wish they would make it where the whole outfit, the whole dungeon or not dungeon outfit, whole raid outfit would have like a glow to it.
Yeah, something a bit more like prominent, because for me as like a rogue, we have a very pirate themed fucking set. This time
it's
around.
badass. The
Love
coolest
it,
set
of
they've
course.
ever made.
Ugh.
Not they ever made, but it is.
No,
it is very cool. I do very much like the rogue.
It's all right. I don't know. I'm not
I'm jealous. I wish it had a fucking Naruto head.
I wish, dude. If they sold
had fucking Luffy's hat, straw hats, bro.
Yeah, I would get that and throw it in the trash.
Don't you have a fucking One Piece?
I don't want to talk to you. Cut the feeds. Cut the. We're done for today. I'm gonna show you.
Bro, we've only been going on for 57 minutes. Come on. All right. You want to get a little controversial? Maybe a little political in this one?
Sure, why not, dude? I mean, after the stuff I had to cut out of the first episode, why not?
Yeah. Um, Ubisoft
Yeah.
sold like 25% of their company to Chinese corporation. There might be complications in the kind of near future with Tencent owned companies. Riot Games is 100% owned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Epic Games, so like Fortnite and League of Legends could bye bye.
No.
That really sucks because I just bought Sabrina Carpenter on Fortnite.
No.
Literally like 2 days ago.
There's no way you actually. I didn't
You
even
wanna
know
bet?
you played Fortnite.
Go bet
I don't want to bet. I believe it.
because I did. That's Brunick. Brunick Faye.
I didn't know you ran it back on Fortnite, dude. You're a Fortnite
I play
gamer.
every now and then.
You
But
crank the
anyway.
90s? Anyway.
No, I don't. I don't do the buildings cringe.
It is. Agreed.
But with Ubisoft being partially owned by Tencent, a lot of the games. So okay, the way that it works is, you want a game to be in China, have to be owned partially. It used to be like 50% or like 51% owned by a Chinese company in order to be Chinese citizen.
Mm-hmm.
With that, and also China has very strict censorship laws. Like you can't like see like dismemberment, stuff like that.
Okay.
And that was a big hot topic in the World of Warcraft scene for a while, because like the Death Knight and stuff like that is like fucking dead.
Yeah.
The
A
undead
walking
race.
corpse.
The undead race is,
Mm-hmm.
you guessed it, dead.
Yeah, like there's literally
like-
a customization that removes your jaw as an undead.
Mm-hmm.
Like your bottom
But
jaw.
the way they censored it was, can't have like bones sticking out and shit like that. You can't do anything with bones or like gore or anything like that.
Mhm.
So in not Stratholme, Scholomance, there's a bunch of like blood piles like on like in a hallway like leading up to a boss. They replaced it with bread.
They did not.
Yeah.
I need an image. I need to Google search this.
I'll get it for you. But where I'm going with this is, Ubisoft has been updating decade-old video games and removing nudity and like censoring like games that are already been released, like just outright. Like I think the example I saw was like Far Cry 4. It was like some topless woman got censored, which is like fairly tame for what they could be doing.
Mm-hmm. I don't like why go back?
Like what? Like why now?
Yeah.
Like I get that it's like the Chinese like government and stuff like that, but it just seems kind of redundant at this point.
Yeah, like it's already been out for how many years, and now you're gonna go back and
it
cover
it
up,
broke a lot of
censor it.
people's like mods and like optimizations and shit like that, and that's the fucking worst, dude.
Yeah.
Because like whenever they do like a stealth update to like Skyrim or something like that, it just it breaks like fucking 32 quintillion mods, and it people are like, God damn it, I gotta go and like change a fucking number value.
Yeah. There's already so many people playing that game. There's already like it's been around long enough. Leave it alone. Why are you updating anything? People are just gonna make a mod if they're unhappy with it. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like this,
there's
retroactive
there's a lot of
censorship.
Yeah, I feel the same. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of interesting to talk about. It's not like political. It's kind of neat to see what's going on in some of these older games, especially ran by Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed has not been doing so hot as of late, especially with that new one that just came out. Like, I hear mixed reviews. Like, people
I'm still
say
gonna play it.
The best one, will say it's the worst one. But that's
not...
been said against all of them.
I feel like people who maybe say it's like the best one perhaps have some rose-tinted glasses because they're weeps. And they're just excited that it's in Japan, which I am, obviously. Like this is the fantasy that I've wanted from Assassin's Creed for literally years. Like Assassin's Creed and ninjas, of course, duh. So I'm gonna play it, but I don't know. I don't like I feel like there's a whole community of people whose sole personality and purpose in life at this point is to make sure that game fails or talk about it failing. Like they want it to fail so bad just to prove a point, even though like the game I think is probably good, it's probably decent, but they nitpick the smallest things about it just to say, oh, garbage, Ubisoft have fallen. Ubisoft is washed now.
Ubisoft has been washed.
They are kind of washed. They, I think it was them, who was trying to push to have ads in games. Yeah, imagine paying $80 in my Monopoly money. Sorry, my Canadian Monopoly money.
$70 American.
$80 or $90 rather. Yeah, I think it's $90. Like $89.99. Just to have an ad for another game in your purchased media, your purchased game. Like that is insanity. I saw that and I was appalled.
To play devil's advocate, other games have been doing that for a long time. Like if you go back to Call of Duty 4, a long time ago, and you boot that game up and you go to the multiplayer menu, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is now now available to buy. Purchase now at www.callofduty.com. Right? That's like ads for their own games and stuff like that in other games.
I don't really care for that, like in like a menu setting, but I think that what they were trying to push is like while you were playing, there was like an ad that popped up in the corner, you know, that completely disrupts whatever level of immersion you have to the story or the game, you know, just so they can be like, hey, give us more money and buy this other game that we have, which will probably likely have another advertisement in it for another one of our games. Like, it's just slimy. It's just like, I don't know, dude. You already got my money. Like, let me enjoy the fucking thing.
Listen, I can talk about Ubisoft going downhill for a long time. Like, it's just, Ubisoft used to be a company that was pretty well revered. Like, yeah, they had like some bugs and stuff like that, but they weren't like an evil company.
Yeah,
it is not like that.
It was
anymore.
EA. They were not the EA of the.
People do not like Ubisoft now.
Yeah. Yeah, we should make that a whole podcast topic. Let's do it.
Listen, I love shit talking companies.
I love me some shit talk.
One of my favorite things. All right, love that shit. Eat that up. But I mean, yeah, like Ubisoft has historically been going downhill though. And it's not surprising that this Assassin's Creed, I think the last like couple have been. I know Valhalla, people were iffy about that one.
I enjoyed it. I love
that one
Viking.
released during it's one of the best selling Assassin's Creed, but I think that also has to do with that was during COVID.
100%.
That was a COVID release. That was that was perfect.
Anything released during COVID did numbers.
That game was fucking long as shit.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm also a 100%er when it comes to Assassin's Creed.
Dude, I am too.
Yeah, so that's why it takes us 10 years.
Collection. I platinumed the Ezio collection on PlayStation.
Hell yeah.
That was a pain in the ass, dude. Getting the 100% sequence, God, that was fucking annoying. Like, don't take a single point of damage.
What?
Or like, yeah, like on certain levels and stuff like that. Like, there's bonus challenges. It's like finish the mission within 3 minutes.
Damn.
Don't take damage. Don't touch the ground, and like shit
that's
like
some
that.
Psychopath behavior to complete those. Holy shit.
And of course, this is a bit of an older game. There's no skippable cutscenes in this. So like, if you have to restart, you're restarting, and like you're doing a walking sequence going up to the area, and then then it's go time. So some of those
thank you.
Fucking bad.
Not worth my platinum.
I like the platinum ding sound.
Damn, you're something of a gamer. Holy shit.
Oh, I game a little bit. I have been known to game.
Holy, I would have never guessed, man. Wow. Gamer.
Listen, I play World of Warcraft, right?
Oh my god. I can't believe this guy plays World of Warcraft. What a fucking nerd.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
I don't play a rogue.
Whatever, dude. Rogues are the coolest class. I don't know why more people don't play them. I was, again, shocked to find out that so few people play rogues overall, because I think we brought up the numbers last episode, but I think that's exclusive to rating, like people within like rating who are logging. But I think overall, like, class...
But like, okay, let me ask you this: do you think fucking Timmy the Minecraft Prince hops on World of Warcraft on his dad's account. You think he's gonna try to make a fucking rogue, or is he gonna make something cool like a Death Knight?
The fact that I don't I take issue in the fact that you said something cool. Okay, not implying rogues themselves are not cool.
Okay. Hold on. There's also another thing that rogue is also fundamentally kind of difficult to get into. Like, they're not very good while leveling, and that's that's been a staple of the MMO genre. Like, this character can't solo shit, but they damage.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Tanks are good for soloing. Healers are good for soloing.
Yeah. Hunters have a pet. They can take all the damage while you just twiddle your thumbs. Yeah. No, that's true. That could also like be why. Like, you have little Timmy get his trial account, and he's like, I'm gonna play rogue. Rogues are cool. Assassins are cool. And they start leveling, and they fucking die. And they're like, wow, this is garbage. I'm gonna go play a ret paladin because I want to play easy mode.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because one of my friends' wife started up World of Warcraft, bought the War Within, wanted to play, and she started playing a rogue specifically.
Yeah.
She was having trouble killing one mob in the...
Oh, no.
I told her, I'm like, you're playing a relatively complex class. It's really not for beginners. That I would say that's one of the reasons why. I mean, why would I want to sit down and learn the complexities of the rogue rotation and when I should envenom and when I should rupture when I can play a hunter barb shot and kill command over and over,
or even like a warrior, demon hunter. It's just like those types of classes where it's just press whatever button is available and you'll do damage. You won't maybe not be optimal, but like for a beginner, you're gonna do damage. You're gonna do the thing. And I think that's why you see a lot of people playing paladin in general. Like, obviously ret is super popular, but I think it's because of the fantasy and also the simplest. Okay, not to like, I don't want to like stir up no drama. I don't want to put your pitchforks down. Okay.
Oh, you don't want to get into drama.
Put your pitchforks. Yeah. No.
Paladins, easy class. We get it.
Exactly. Like they're simple.
You build holy power, and either you do single target or AOE. Like,
okay, let's say this. Yeah, it's easy to get into, hard to master type of class.
Yeah,
I would say.
There's a lot of classes like that though.
But warrior, like paladins more than anything, because they have like the full kit. They can heal themselves. They can do damage. They have burst. They have a lot of utility. They're like the jack of all trades type of thing.
Yeah. But the thing about Jack of all trades is they're supposed to be not the best at anything. The problem is Paladin fucks regardless. All right, like all three specs is overloaded. You have bubble for yourself. You have blessing of protection for somebody else. You have blessing of sacrifice to keep somebody from dying. You have fucking lay on hands. You have a movement speed cleanse, like if you're like
freedom. Yeah.
You have a fucking horse that you can ride on in combat to move out of like mechanics. Like, bro, you got
how many more training wheels do they need?
Yeah, you got fucking Jimmy the Minecraft Prince over there playing his Death Knight. He can't fucking move for shit. All right, that's advanced on cooldown.
Oh no, dude, not the Minecraft Prince. Dude. No.
There's certain classes that are, I don't want to say. Well, I guess I will say it. They're more beginner friendly.
Objectively easier to get into and more forgiving to play.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah. Not to say that they're like idiot proof, or that they're dumbed down.
I'll say it. That's Hunter. No. Ryan, he started playing a Hunter last season, or in 3 or 4 Dragonflight, and within an hour of him picking up the class, he knew exactly exactly how to play it.
Yeah,
like, almost perfectly.
Yeah, and he does numbers. He's doing really well in raid. I've been impressed. He's a good player, but kind of shows the.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter is. I mean, idiot proof. Maybe not idiot proof. I've seen some bad Hunters.
It's just like the barrier to entry is very low. And
It's fucking 6 buttons.
the game needs that though, you know, like that's how
It does.
the game
It
is so
does.
successful. Like it appeals to so many different players because you have the classes and the fantasies that are more casual friendly, more appealing to, say, someone like my girlfriend who's just getting in for the first time, never played an MMO really ever, and she's got this very casual class that has a pet. She can collect a lot of pets. She likes collecting all of the pets and the animals, and that pet takes the brunt of the damage. And like I feel like that's where a lot of the stress comes from, is just having something hitting you and you're losing health and you can't really like think. If you're a new player, you don't know what to do. So that's why like hunters are the go-to. So you have this cool pet, you collect all these pets, and you can do your damage from afar and not really worry.
It's fucked up that there's that Blizzard made Mage so hard to play, because I feel like a lot of people, I want to play a wizard. I want to play a sorcerer. I want to throw fucking fireballs. But then you hop on Mage and you're like, holy shit, what is this fucking
God.
combustion window? What the fuck is an ignite?
Yeah, well, I almost feel like it's better that way because you are a wizard. You're like a master of magic and all this shit. It shouldn't be like, you know, it shouldn't be like a ret paladin or anything. You know, it shouldn't be like press whatever button is. This is a magical, masterful, knowledgeable wizard here we're talking about, not a guy with a holy sword swinging it around wherever. This guy put in the work.
You know, I think the simple classes like that, I think another problem that like comes with them is they're too good for everybody and their mom plays.
Yeah, exactly.
Like go onto like Warcraft logs and look how many fucking
Oh god.
there's like 41,000 like
god.
logged. Yeah, it's insane. But then you go and like look at Shaman, like Enhancement Shaman, it's like 16,000. I thought that was a lot. Fucking Demon Hunter is like fucking 20.
Jesus.
It's insane.
I want to look up
It isn't.
like assassination.
There's a lot. I've looked at it.
Is there? Okay, good.
There's a lot more than what you think, because assassination is pretty well favored right now.
Yeah, that makes me feel good that I'm not like playing a borked spec or anything. Because like I'm gonna play assassination till I die. Like that, I love that spec. I love the fantasy of like you put a bunch of damage over time effects on the target and they kind of just bleed out. They just die on their own. I think that's awesome. That's why I like Affliction Lock as well. But like it wasn't super strong when I played my lock, and also I had never played the new version of Demonology, so that's what I played. But
It's
yeah,
sad with that spec.
is it? I haven't touched my lock since
I like
Dragonflight.
Demonology had some sort of synergy,
Mm-hmm.
and it started to make a comeback.
Yeah, it started to feel kind of clunky. Like there's certain parts of the rotation that didn't feel good when I was playing in Dragonflight.
Yeah.
I think that contributed to me going back to Rogue. Just because like when I'm on a burst and I got all my shit up and the energy is rolling in, it feels great to get like back-to-back Venoms.
Oh my fucking god!
What?
Oh, that's for normal.
Oh no.
Assassination Rogue has 16,000 parses. Normal.
I'll take it.
Do you want to take a guess on how many Red Paladin has?
Is it over 50?
Oh yeah.
Ugh. What are we looking at here?
88,500.
Oh my god, dude!
That's
I was gonna
more than
joking.
BM Hunters, bro. BM Hunters have 65,000.
Yeah. See, this doesn't surprise me. I was jokingly gonna be like, oh, 100K, like 6 digits. Guys, it's time to pick a different class. There's more to World of Warcraft than Red Paladins. I promise.
Hey, guarantee you, you'll get fucking shit for this, bro.
That's okay.
People love their Red Paladins. So, do you want to take a stab at how many parses Assassination Rogue has on Heroic?
Is it less than 10K?
No.
Oh. 14,000.
Close. 12,000.
Hey!
God damn. There is a... Whew. Lad. 43,000 Ret Paladin parses. 35,000 Beastmaster Hunter parses.
I'm almost like happier that there's less parses for my spec because that's a higher chance for me to get a 99.
Dude, you got a 90 the other night. That was really good.
It updated. It's 89 now.
Oh, you went down. Yeah, dude.
Oh, whatever. At least my
Damn.
96 is still there.
Oh, Cauldron.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Cauldron seems to have a lot of really high.
I think it's just the cleave that you get when they're clashing. Yeah, that's where mine comes from, because I get all of the benefit of caustic spatter. When they go to clash, I get my dots on the other one, and then I'll hit the other one, and then it'll splash the damage onto the original one, and then just before they finish the clash, I re-up my dots on the original one, so then I go on to the new one, and my dots are still rolling on the original. Like, I try to make sure just to get all that little extra damage. So I'm like bouncing in between them while that's going on, and also trying to dodge everything. I'm I have a hard time not getting hit by shit during that, because I'm like, if you'll notice, like, the next time we do that fight, just like look at, if you can, try to see where I am. I'm literally right in between both of them, trying to get cleave on both of them, dodging everything.
The problem is we're always on different fucking teams.
Are we?
Like, I'm always on the other fucking like every
I'm
single
always
one.
on Brunick's
I've
team.
been on the other. It's a little messed up.
Whatever. I think that's cool.
Yeah. It's
I like group utility like that. Group movement speed, whatever. I don't get none of that, okay? That's why I'm kind of like excited.
You cannot fucking just say that. There's no way you just say
as a
that,
rogue,
right?
I have no group utility. I have a fucking...
You have Shroud.
I was about to say, yeah, I
have.
have that, but how many instances is that even fucking useful anymore? When do people actually do skips?
Fuck. People skip the last fucking 2 packs on Mechagon. Literally this fucking season.
I've never had a group suggest that. Okay? Maybe you should suggest it next time.
You fucking bitch and moan if I say that. You're like,
no,
hey,
I would be like,
here,
this is my moment.
No, you fucking wouldn't. That's fucking
whatever,
bullshit. You know
man.
It.
Suggest it next time.
That is fucking bullshit, and you know it, bro.
I want to be useful. I just want a utility.
No, I will say this. Routing past enemies is kind of, I don't want to say a thing of the past, but it's definitely not
like it's not.
It used to be, like I remember shrouding past shit in Darkheart Thicket, Dawn of the Infinite.
Wasn't it kind of like required in Shadowlands to have a rogue in your group in like MDI and shit?
I have fucking no idea. Didn't play that trash expansion.
I just remember seeing a lot of shit like that. Like when I didn't play, but like I would tune in sometimes to like the MDI, and that was like literally required is to have a rogue.
Nope, I have no idea.
Well, they should go back to that. So then I get more groups.
Well, okay, I have my real beef with rogues come from season 3 of Dragonflight. I'm pretty sure I brought this up. I know I've told this story.
Okay.
But I don't know if I've told it.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. I was tanking. There was an outlaw rogue, an undead outlaw rogue. This will come into importance.
I was about to say.
From Area 52. Okay, that will also be important. Hey, yeah. Keen listeners will know exactly where this is going. Well, it was my key, and I was like, I'm going to do something funny. I'm going to put the key in early. So I didn't realize that they like pre-op like adrenaline, which is like their meta outlaw rogue. Got a fucking earful immediately. And then we went over to the totem boss in the Tal Bazaar, which, if you did not know, have to kill all 3 totems
at the same time
within like 10 seconds of each other.
Without them finishing their cast.
Without them finishing the cast. So it's got like a 10 to 15 second cast time, and all 3 of them have to die before one of them pops off, or else they'll get full health.
Love it.
And if one gets full health, they
it's
all
just
will.
a cascading.
Well, I'm literally sitting there fucking tanking this fucking boss, dodging mechanics, doing everything that I'm supposed to, and these fellas could not DPS this fucking totem down correctly. And I told them, I'm like, kill them together. Don't do it one at a time, because like they would focus one, hop to another. I'm like, that's not how you do it. Each of you guys focus. Yeah, and then finally the fucking enrage hit, and like it just starts like spewing out like tons of
like
shit, and like it's virtually impossible to live.
Yep. I don't think I've ever hit enrage.
Die,
in that.
wipe.
Oh my god.
Immediately, the fucking undead rogue, like, this tank is so shit, and I'm like, you can't even DPS a totem down correctly. What does that say about you?
What?
Then leaves group and whispers me the fucking N-word. He called me the N-word on fucking wow. And I've never been so fast to report somebody in my entire life.
Yep.
And the next day, I got a fucking mail from Blizzard saying that they took action against that guy.
W Blizzard. That's what we like to see.
Yes, thank you, Blizzard.
Get him out
One
of
less
here.
fucking rogue player on this planet.
Oh, come on. Don't associate him with rogues. He is not a rogue player in my books. There is no honor.
I mean,
among that thief.
No, he. But yeah, that's a funny dungeon story.
That's a good one. We got rid of a racist.
It's fun. It's funny to look back now, but at the time I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I know that's such a piss off.
Like,
yeah. There's nothing worse than just like having someone fucking yell at you for bullshit like that, like something that isn't even true. You know.
Fucking outlaw rogues, undead Area 52 players.
Yeah. Wait. What was the relevance of him being undead? By the way.
I was horde.
Oh. We gotta do some tier lists soon. One of the.
I would love to
maybe next episode we'll do a tier list.
Be cool.
Yeah. I'm ready to argue why my opinion is superior.
Well, okay. What would the tier list be? Like, what are we ranking things?
I actually have a few ideas.
All right. Well, spit one out. Just spitball. We won't have to do it.
Rating.
Right now.
We can do a tier list of main characters in World of Warcraft, like maybe coolness level, whatever.
Coolness, and lore.
Yep. Overall coolness.
What's an S tier character and what's an F tier?
Okay, S tier, Illidan.
Okay, I can get down.
Especially with
Illidan
his redemption, and you know, the whole what was the line he said? Sometimes the hand.
I should have killed you and your malformed brother. Oh, we're thinking of different lines. I should have killed you and your malformed brother.
Did he say that?
It's an insane thing to say. Yes, he says that at the top of Black Temple.
Oh my god.
He's like a comma. I should have killed you and your malformed brother in a long time. Or something
That's
like
a line. That's hard.
That is hard. I fuck with that.
Damn, dude. That would have done numbers on SoundCloud. Anyway.
Little hard. Make a rap beat with that. Well, okay, what's an F tier character?
F tier, Jaina.
I think Jaina's an F tier character. I don't think she's
F tier. Maybe not F tier. Yeah.
I think she's towards the
like
bottom.
A C tier.
Sure. Kind of. Yeah, that's probably pretty good for her.
You know what she gives? She gives like Sakura vibes from Naruto.
That is insane.
Like wasted potential vibes.
My S tier character.
Mm-hmm.
S tier is probably Arthas.
Yeah, he was like my second choice, but I think.
Yeah, S tier. I mean, he's so iconic. Everybody knows him. He's so cool.
Yep.
F tier character. Tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I could say the obvious answer, the one that we did last week.
If you say Sylvanas, I'm cutting the feeds.
Sylvanas, I don't think Sylvanas is an S tier. I don't think
not anymore. Okay. If I'm being honest, I don't think she deserves an S tier anymore because of what they did to her. And that's why I'm mad.
They really fucked her up. Yeah. Honestly, I think F tier character is fucking Bolvar.
I think Bolvar my god, that is such a good answer. Yes. They
fucking terrible.
He had such an opportunity to be a great badass character, but the way they did him in that first opening cinematic for Shadowlands was fucking atrocious.
He's a bitch.
He is such a bitch baby. Oh my god, he shit the bed. Like, what the fuck? This is your first big fight as the Lich King, basically. And
it is. Yeah. That is the only action he's had since long.
Wrath of the Lich King. Like,
and how he became Lich King is so fucking like weird. Like, they just kind of like picked him. Like, he was just a guy. He was like a alliance guy.
Well, no, he was like,
he got burned on the battlefield.
Yeah,
right?
He was like a general or something, or like some high-ranking guy in the Alliance.
Yeah, but he had no previous relevance. Like I
see. This is where
he didn't have enough clout to become Lich King. What I'm trying to say.
We have all of the lore nerds like screaming at us in the comments right now. We need like a lore expert in here, but yeah, I think he had more.
Yeah, we can get Brunick in here. He's a lore expert.
Fact checked, he's not. Just for clarity. But yeah, I think he had a lot more prevalence than we are giving him credit. Maybe it wasn't as like, you know, front and center than it needed to be. But yeah, I don't know. I think him becoming the Lich King was pretty cool, actually. I think him getting burned on the battlefield and like being damned to this like whatever form he was in, you know, like he's alive but not really, because Alexstrasza's flames kept him alive.
Yeah.
He didn't die from the poison or anything, the plague, but he's also like not really living. He's just suffering. So that him taking up the Lich King's his helm,
the throne,
to keep the scourge at bay, I think that's really fucking sick. That's badass to me. He's like, I'm gonna be damned anyway, I might as well like protect Azeroth while doing it, you know.
But he does it in the most fucking awful way possible. Doesn't fucking do anything.
He just sits on the throne. Like, does he get bored? What does he do while
he fucking covers himself in ice. Same thing that Arthas did.
Did he?
Huh?
Oh, was he?
Dude. Arthas was fucking frozen in ice for a while. That's how he passed time. I don't know if that's actually true. I see like pictures of Arthas in ice.
That's also hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, fucking goes ape shit.
No, that's cold. If I could take a picture in ice in some like medieval armor, I'd probably look like an idiot.
That's a psychological need. That's fucking awesome.
Let's make it happen. Maybe I'll commission an artist to do it.
I'll fucking. You're talking about like a drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like, you're gonna commission a fucking set of armor. That's a fucking expensive. You can't afford that.
I would do that.
Sorry,
too.
bud. You couldn't afford it.
Maybe I'll save for it. I got a job.
Okay, let's call up your girlfriend and be like, hey, can Sue with a T, can he spend $3,500 on a custom armor set? And she would be like, fuck no. What are you guys, insane?
She already knows I want to get some kind of armor. She knows I want to get a custom made Power Ranger suit and like make my inner child happy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because I grew up watching the Power Rangers like religiously. I loved it. So I want like a legitimate suit. I want to lose a little weight first, so I can more closely resemble a proper Power Ranger, and then it'll be like, I don't know if you ever watched Parks and Rec, but there's, I forgot the name of the character, but he like wears a Batman suit on his like treat yourself day, and he fucking cries in it. Ben. Yes. Gets taken on like a treat yourself day with Aziz, his character, and the girl. Donna. Yeah, they go on like a whole day, and then it ends with him getting like a replica Batman suit, and he puts it on and he looks himself in the mirror and he starts sobbing. Like uncontrollably, because it was like he finally accepted it, and like some part of him, his like inner child, was so overwhelmed and happy he starts crying in this suit. And I keep telling my girlfriend, I'm like, that's gonna be me one day when I get into like a replica Power Ranger suit and I look at myself and I do the poses, because I get a few drinks in me, man, and I'm doing Power Ranger poses. It's that simple.
Sounds like if I give you a Power Ranger suit, you'll do them for free.
I would.
I don't even have to get you some drinks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like without the suit, a few drinks minimum. But with the suit, man, I do them all day. Make it an intro for the podcast. I don't know.
That'd be sick.
I would go to the mall dressed up as a Power Ranger.
You would get made fun of, and
that's okay.
Plastered all over. Right. Be like, look at this fucking Aspie over here.
I've seen some people like walking around in like suburban neighborhoods with a Power Ranger suit on, and you got like guys in their 30s who are like, oh my god, my childhood, it's right there. Real life. We've been yapping for almost 2 hours now. You think we should wrap this up and then continue on the next episode, perhaps.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure you hit a follow. This is the Ungergeared podcast, the podcast about World of Warcraft, but not really. Kind of. We talk about here and there. We talk about other stuff mainly. But yeah, thanks for listening.